What's up, y'all? This is your boy, Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This is Hip Hop Talk. So before we get into Hip Hop Talk, give a shout out to our sponsor, Laid Back TV, okay? Always the top network as well as streaming service on anybody's fucking phone or television set, okay? Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, multiple languages in case you don't speak English. We got you, okay? Definitely every HBO, so you ain't gotta focus with Max over there, alright? Also, you can check it on your Apple stores and your Play stores to download it. If you need some further information, go to laybacktv.com, okay? LAYBACK.TV.com. Also, you can ask questions directly. Send them a DM on official_laybacktv on Instagram, okay? Check them out, alright? Now, let's get into some motherfucking hip-hop talk. Whoa! Alright. Here we go. So, we got this official battle when it comes down to Skepta and Joyner Lucas. Skepta did show, he fucking went at Joyner. Joyner didn't waste no fucking time. See, this is what I like, you know what I mean? Because this is the shit, right? There's a lot of lyricists, MCs, rappers, real lyricists that just need to get challenged, you know what I mean, in order to show what they're really about, you know what I'm saying? And Joyner has been around, you know what I mean, like I've been following his career, before ADHD, he gave us Not Now, I'm Busy last year. He's coming out with ADHD Part 2 this Friday. He just need to be battle tested. Tory Lanez tried to do it, but it was a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez was just challenging any fucking body. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Joyner tested him. I mean, I think Dax murdered Tory Lanez, but Tory Lanez got into his fucking feelings and wanted to step to him in the street, which was a fucking bitch move. But whatever, it seemed like karma came back around. No pun intended. But now we got, somehow some of this narrative about UK lyricists are better than American lyricists. Okay, maybe they agree with you over there in the UK. Maybe America disagrees because, we got a lot of top tier lyricists that got the respect. You know what I'm saying? With Joyner, I was like, yo, you challenging Joyner? Okay. You making sure he really fucking does some damage, with these album sales. Shit, because at the end of the day, he's going... Joyner Lucas is putting out fucking bodies of work. You know what I mean? He stays in the lab. You know what I mean? Like, if I had my mind, my thought process, like off the top of the dome, if I had to, if I had to think about what is the, let me see. If I had to think about what my top 3 Joyner Lucas records are, at the top, I think I would give I'm Ill from Not Now, I'm Busy. Probably not in this order too. I'm Ill is 1. What's That? It's probably number 2. I'll do a 5. You know what I mean? So I got I'm Ill. What's That? Cut You Off. Another record, I would definitely say the self-titled track ADHD. Devils. I think it was the Devil's track. The Devil's track. Let me see what's that really called. Because I want to make sure I got that. Let me see, Joyner. I think it's called The Devil's Work. Let me see, I gotta make sure, you know what I mean? I don't like, Devil's Work. Yep, the single, Devil's Work. So I got Devil's Work, ADHD, I'm Ill, What's That, and Cut You Off as my top 5 Joyner Lucas records. Yo, he fucking murders it. And if I have to do a little bonus record, I would say My Escape. That was a single that he put out. That shit's fire, yo. Joyner Lucas is a fucking ill lyricist. I wanted to see him live last year, but he had to cancel the show due to some he wasn't feeling well and everything like that. So he came out with Nobody Cares. His response. Now when I'm dissecting it, yo, the beat is fire. The flow is fire. He didn't give you a fast flow like he usually does. He didn't give you a slow flow. He gave you mid. And I think that was perfect because I feel like he's just tapping Skepta to see what Skepta do. You know what I'm saying? And Drake, he brought out Skepta on stage, and, I don't know if Drake want to say it and everything, because I don't think he wants to put any more I don't think he want to gaslight, Joyner, and, get him set and, start saying his name and shit like that, because if Drizzy starts saying Joyner's name, I swear I feel like Joyner Lucas is going to come at Drake. You know what I'm saying? And if Drake thinks Kendrick was a fucking war of a battle, if Drake thinks battling Joyner and Kendrick was hard, try battling Joyner. You know what I'm saying? When you battle Pusha T ain't trying to get your fan base, right? When Drake's battling Pusha ain't trying to get your fan base. These are two different artists. Drake is like a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Will we consider Pusha T a fucking rap star? Probably not. Probably people don't give him his flowers when it comes out of that. But as far as an elite MC, elite lyricist, Pusha's up there. And he was battle tested and he responded. You know what I'm saying? And he don't need to kill Drake because he wants that spot to make more money. Pusha T has got investments, businesses that makes him a multi-millionaire. He just don't fucking tell you. He move in silence, just like Nas does. Nas ain't got a flex. You don't need to know what he's making. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Pusha's taking care of his family. Nas is taking care of his family. That's all they need to do. They work in silence. You know what I'm saying? When you battle Kendrick is up there. Kendrick can be more up there, but as an elite lyricist like Kendrick Lamar, he's battle tested and he responded. And in result, he fucking got the Super Bowl. He got a #1 album. He got 2. No, was it 2? Shit, I lost count on how many. I think it was 3 #1 singles. You know what I mean? I know Not Like Us was a #1 record. Oh, my bad. No. Don't forget Like That. That counts. Like That. Not Like Us. Squabble Up. TV Off, I don't think went #1, but Luther fucking went #1 with SZA. A stadium tour after the Super Bowl. That's killing it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just kill it in my hometown in LA. I went to my ops fucking hometown of Toronto, and they begged me to sing Not Like Us. Holy shit. That ain't more savage. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, Drake, he probably want to battle test somebody, you know what I'm saying, to get a dub in that win column, because he ain't had a dub since he battled Meek Mill. Let's keep it $150, okay? But if you think, he's going to say, he probably might try some bullshit, and help Skepta win his battle. That's how I see it. Drake battling Joyner Lucas lyrically, no. Stay the fuck away. Because Drake is going to try to treat Joyner like he did Joe Budden. Joe Budden was an elite lyricist and killed Drake on more than one record. It's just he wasn't that superstar status like Drake. You know what I'm saying? But Drake couldn't even tie motherfucking Joe Budden shoes, let alone put on a shoe for Joyner Lucas. The fuck out of here. Joyner's hungry. Joyner is in his prime. He's his own boss. He's already a multi-millionaire. He's doing this because he loves it, and he will probably fuck you up in the process of it. So, I don't know. Maybe we don't see no more responses out of Skepta and Joyner. It just seemed like they're just tweeting each other. You know what I'm saying? I saw the response for Skepta, as far as this record goes, and it just seemed like he called cap. I'm like, that's it? Is this a Twitter battle or is this a rap battle? Fucking Skepta, come on, man. Are you gonna battle or you just challenging motherfuckers? Because you had one of the top superstars, well, he's Canadian, but Drake, fucking say that, yo, London, UK rappers, they're better than American rappers. Prove it. Stop tweeting. You know what I mean? Joyner put out a fucking video of him listening to Skepta's diss record. And he fucking, like, instead of getting pissed off, and this is what he did. Verbatim. And I quote. Alright, my boy. Say less. That's a perfect response if you're trying to challenge an MC. And he did. I think he could probably take him out now. But let's see. It's still early in the week. You know what I mean? Joyner was ready. Fucking record came fast. The album ain't even out yet. And he came out with this fucking diss record. And shout out to Joyner on the fucking single cover that he got for this. It's him in a motherfucking, it looked like a jacket or a sweater with a ski mask, right? Where it splits the UK flag and the American flag. And he's fucking put in like hypothetical pistols to his dome. I like that. That's fucking fire. That's fire. Talk about trying to get canceled. Yo, you ain't fucking touching Joyner Lucas. So, moving on. I guess we'll see what that battle does later in the week. Nicki Minaj tweets about SZA. You know what I mean? I feel like Nicki needs to follow all these rants that she's doing with an album. Are we getting Pink Friday 3? Since we waited so long for Pink Friday 2? I mean, honestly, I thought Pink Friday Roman's Revenge, I thought that was Pink Friday 2. I don't even know what that considers. Pink Friday unofficial sequel? Like, I don't fucking know. Like a side B? It's just a little odd, you know, because I thought we had Pink Friday, you know, part 2, but I guess we got 3 different installments now. But, you know, she put out Pink Friday, you know, I guess it was a decent album and everything like that. Nothing compared to the first one. I think Nicki's debut album, Pink Friday, was fucking, like, that was a 5-star album. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was 5 out of 5. It was from top to bottom, perfect album for her. You know what I mean? To show what she was about. You know what I mean? All-star fucking features, like, let me see, like, just 3. I'll just say 3. You know what I mean? 1 is Eminem. 2nd is Kanye West. 3rd is Rihanna. That's it. We don't even have to say any more fucking features. Yeah, Drake is on there. I think Wayne was on there too. Swiss Beats had a production record. But just those 3 are blockbuster names. So, but I don't know how the hell this even started. I mean, SZA is a singer from TDE. You know what I mean? She's, you know, she just put out, they just put out that, you know, her album SOS is basically 9-time platinum album. She's 1 more million away from a diamond album. An R&B artist with a diamond album. The last R&B artist from my memory that had a diamond album was Usher's Confessions. Okay? Critically acclaimed album. SZA getting a diamond album is fucking insane. You know what I mean? Kendrick leaving TDE and going on his own, still keeping them as family. SZA is the flagship artist of TDE now. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this battle between Nicki and SZA. It makes no sense. What is SZA gonna do? Make a response? Singing? We don't want to hear that shit. Nicki, you want to battle everybody. I mean, I saw a list of everybody Nicki battled over the years. We had a long time ago, back in the 90s, right? A song called Not Tonight, which is Ladies Night, and I'm feeling right. That was an all-star female single. Lil' Kim, Angie Martinez, Missy Elliott, The Brat, Mary J. Blige. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Left Eye. Yo, it was fucking insane. The video was such a great unity of women artists. You know what I mean? The next one I think was Lady Marmalade. You know what I'm saying? Which had it wasn't even hip hop, it was just women. You know what I'm saying? But Little Kim was there, Maya was there, Pink was there, Christina Aguilera, produced and written by Missy Elliott. We're not gonna get that now. Because look at this, Nicki Minaj has battled, she's talked shit about Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Lotto, SZA. Yo, those are just top artists, just that. She can't fucking stop. She just want to be the villain. You know what I'm saying? That's why I hope there's a album that comes after this, because if you're just wasting all these rants on Twitter, Nicki, you're a fucking idiot, girl. You're fucking talented as an MC. Queens, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful woman. Sexy, sex appeal, the whole notch. You know what I mean? You're this generation's kind of Little Kim, but in your own lane with higher success. You know what I mean? You're battling a fucking singer? Are you that bad? Are you that bitter that you want another Young Money artist coming after another TDE artist out of revenge? This ain't gonna get it. You can battle anybody else. Everybody else is available. It's just because she's a woman? You don't want to battle Ab-Soul, J-Rock, Schoolboy Q, Sir? You don't want to battle none of these motherfuckers. You want to battle a singer. The success is just going to speak for itself. I don't get what Nicki's doing. You know what I mean? First she's going at Jay last week, and Rock Nation, Desiree Perez. Now you're going after SZA. Why? SZA's busy making fucking sold out stadium shows with Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a fuck? She just got a #1 movie with Keke Palmer. You know what I'm saying? Go watch it. It's on Netflix now. You know, I saw it. It was pretty dope. You know what I mean? But it was like, are you mad because you ain't getting the movie roles? Are you mad because you ain't got an album out yet? Like, okay, yeah, you got Pink Friday 2. Yeah, you did a tour for it. You did arenas. SZA's doing a Super Bowl. She did the fucking stadiums. That's a little higher than that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess we don't need another TDE artist coming after... a Young Money artist coming after TDE. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? I wonder who's going to be next on Nicki Minaj's hit list, though. Shit, yo. I ain't going to lie. After that rant, objectively, I ain't going to lie. Nicki Minaj, your tweets are fucking legendary, yo. Like, she don't give a fuck. 0 fucks given on these tweets. Keep tweeting. I just hope there's some music coming for it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely love her tweets, yo. She don't give a fuck. Keep it going. It's entertainment to me. But the numbers are coming in so far when it comes down to as far as first week sales on these albums. You know, recently we got the Clips album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, Justin Bieber's Swag, and Jack Boys. Travis Scott and Jack Boys 2 came out. Now, here's the shit, right? Jack Boys is going to be #1, selling over 200K, right? Justin Bieber's coming in at #2, selling over 100K. Clips is #4, 90K. Now, here's the shit. You can look at it. Now, Jack Boys, that's Cactus Jack Records, Travis Scott's label, with Epic Records, right? Distributor, which is a major label. I believe they're over there like with Sony. Justin Bieber's Swag came out on Def Jam, which is UMG, a major label. Clips, they're not signed to Rock Nation. It's a distribution deal, like Empire. You know what I mean? An independent distribution deal. You know what I'm saying? They're giving a distribution. Clips is an indie artist right now. Indie. And they did 90K. You out of your fucking mind if you think Clips being an indie group coming back after 16 years. If you think 90K is an L, you are fucking delusional. That's a dub. Clips selling 90K as an indie group, over 20 years as a relative brand name, 16 years since their last album, their last 3 albums, Lord Willin', Hell Have No Fury, Till the Casket Drops. That was all 3 major label albums. This was a fucking indie album. And I don't even think they would have done this much, promotion if they were still on Def Jam. Def Jam tried to be a bitter bitch. They didn't like the interviews Clips was doing about what they got dropped and why and the Kendrick verse. So they dropped Justin Bieber's album same fucking day. Turns out they probably had the same plan since day one. Because everybody knew July 11th was Clips' day. Jack Boys, they waited until Saturday to drop their album. You know what I mean? I listened to all 3 albums. But Bieber, you are a white boy thinking you're fucking black now. Get the fuck out of here with that other shit you're on, okay? You make more fucking entertainment against TMZ than you do on the mic now. Now, I ain't gonna lie. You are a talented artist. You have the vocals and everything. But you trying to do all this shit where everybody's doing, people going country, people going from pop to hip hop. You think you fucking black. Get the fuck out of here. Your wife's white. Your baby's white. You're white. Stay white. Okay? Now, I don't know what fucking kind of album you're doing now. You know what I mean? There ain't nobody want to be associated with nowadays, okay? Not Luda, not Usher, no one. Not even Scooter Braun. No pun intended on that one. Jack Boys 2. Honestly, there are certain records in there that I like. I thought Jack Boys 1 was a better album. It's been like 4 years since that one. Or 5 years, technically. But honestly, I don't know. Travis Scott seemed like he put together an album, 17 tracks strong, with full of throwaways. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I'm a huge fucking fan of Don Toliver. Yo, that is a fucking superstar right now. You know what I'm saying? And no interviews. He's just fucking putting the music. He's putting in the work. Look at this right here, right? Yes, that's a fucking cap on his record. Don Toliver is part of a #1 album with Jack Boys 2, right? But when you look at the 2 critically acclaimed movies that came out this summer, Sinners with Michael B. Jordan, F1 with Brad Pitt, the lead singles from those soundtracks that are in the movies are actually Don Toliver's songs. He's fucking a superstar. I'm a huge fan. I'm becoming a bigger fan of Don Toliver than Travis Scott. Travis Scott just seems to be doing the same shit, and now he's trying to battle, which he should not be doing. Because I ain't gonna lie. Yo, shit on those fucking bars that you threw at Pusha. You should have never responded. Your bars are great on songs. It just don't sound right when you're trying to diss. Just, respectpfully. Clips, a critically acclaimed album. For an indie album with 13 songs, a critically acclaimed album. Production, by Pharrell. Shout out to Pharrell. Shout out to Rock Nation. Clips are the only one getting on these platforms being interviewed about the album. You know what I'm saying? They've been on The Breakfast Club. They've been on Joe and Jada podcast. They've been on the Joe Budden podcast. You know what I'm saying? They went on everything. They went on Apple Music with Ebro. They've been on everywhere being interviewed about this comeback and this album and this tour. So, be honest with you, maybe the Billboard definitely says Jack Boys 1, Bieber 2, Clips number 4. But as far as critically acclaimed cult classic album, and as well as promotion all over the place, being Spotify interviewed them, Apple interviewed them. I didn't see not one for Jack Boys or Bieber. I give that dub to Clips. But that's my rant about hip hop. This is the boy Eddie Jackson when to drop that podcast. Y'all subscribe to the page, like the page. Y'all got a fucking problem. I don't give a flying fuck. Do what you gotta do. If you don't like my opinion on what I said on the whole Nicki SZA thing, that's on you. What about when it comes down to the Billboard countdown with Jack Boys, Bieber, and Clips? Go fuck yourself. I don't see you debating that. And as far as the Joyner, Lucas, and Skepta battles going on, if you UK rapper, you can fucking say what you want too. You know what I'm saying? You may have a diss record coming at you next. All right, y'all be safe, be cool. I'm out of here. All right, peace.